These are the best artifacts for archers in PvP according to the Japanese website. And when I say website, of course, I mean the Japanese Wiki, which we are looking at right now. So this is going to be straight up simply for PvP for archers. We already checked out a tier list of similar sort for general, simply basically every single class, right, for PvE. But today it's going to be tailored for archers, right? This is according again to the Japanese servers, which have different artifacts, back attachments, and mounts, right? So we're going to be taking a bit of a glance real quick as I make sure to take that message away from there. And you will be quickly able to see that there is going to be some stuff that we do not have in the global servers, right? For example, this mount, which is, I think it's a collaboration event with some sort of Japanese manga or whatever. It looks a little bit like a train, but we don't have that one in the global servers, right? So you can see some which you might recognize from our own servers, like the scissors over here, very extremely good for archers. We'll check out the effects of those particular artifacts in a moment, as well as like the back attachments and the mounts. The moon one we got recently as well. I think we do have this one on our servers. I don't think we do have the back attachments, unfortunately, although we do have some of the other alternatives. For example, the Pepper collaboration back attachment, the umbrella, as well as these two, both umbrellas are extremely good for PvP for archers, as well as it is the Ox mount, which I do not have and I surely will be getting eventually once it comes around on the whatever the event is actually called. But yeah, we do also have the Pepe artifact over here, very popular one as well. Freeze! Download Legend of Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins wallet and download it and open it up. Once you have it installed, here you'll be able to see how much bonus you currently have accumulated, and you will also be able to input my promo code Midway5 to be able to go ahead and earn an extra 5% bonus in Legend of Mushroom when buying stuff. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description, so go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. As the amount which we also had recently, I think this one was for like getting into 2025 when the new year came around. And then on the B category, we do have a bunch that we might recognize. For example, we do have the free artifact, the whatever this one is actually called, this hammer, which you can of course also get from straight up for free just from this event, which is, what is it actually called right now? The Lucky Spinner. Yeah, the Lucky Spinner. You can actually get the hammer from the Lucky Spinner, although it's only B tier, right? Everything else here is going to be extremely pay to win. You also have the what is it, the Pyre Breaker, which is a free mount you can also get out of accumulating a big bunch of Skyrider passes and just going ahead and buying it from here. It's actually also pretty cool. Where is the cloud mount thingy? It's not even mentioned around here. It might be C tier, right? Once we get to the C tier, there's just so many. And again, this is like the opinion of whoever is writing these guides and whatever the community that over that side on the Japanese servers came up with. This is based off of their opinion, so you are free to give me your opinion and whether or not you think this list is fair. I don't think that there is definitely some truth to it, which we'll get into a moment. But of course, the free tier kind of option here are straight up going to be as what you would expect, always a little bit worse than any pay to win versions would be. And for sure, the Ox mount is as fair as it should be. A tier, I think it's extremely fair. I might be even putting it on the B tier, but then I would probably be moving Pyre Breaker down to C, right? So let's see what the S tier category artifacts are going to be like, right? So we know some of those already, but let's just go ahead and check them out. So the best artifact here, the best one we can get, is going to be the scissors, which we've had a couple times already show up. The most powerful weapon against swords, meaning warriors, which is popular these days, so of course you're going to be encountering a lot of warriors. When combined with a bow with a high normal attack speed, of course, it's translated from Google Translate, so it's like Japanese to English. It's gonna be a little bit broken, and this is just like the commentary. It's not like the actual effects of what they are doing, of course. You can deal a percentage of damage to the opponent while greatly reducing the opponent's recovery, right? I think we might as well be able to go ahead and check that out. I think this might just be the icon, of course. So give me a second. I just wanted to pull up the actual artifact in here, what it does, right? So it's going to be dealing a percentage of the target's mass HP and also a big chance of wounding the enemy, meaning that they're going to be recovering a lot less HP for a couple seconds, right? So it's basically allowing you to make the warriors a little bit less tanky and actually be able to get through all those counters, which eventually you are going to be dwindled down by. So you're going to be doing basically the same to them, getting a little bit of a similar effect out of just passively getting that extra effect on your basic attacks, right? So what it does say over here was a little bit of that, right? Combined with a high attack speed, so you get more basic attacks. You can deal a big percentage of the opponents while also reducing the recovery. Now, the magic wand, what it does say is that it goes with the saying, this is the strongest sacred weapon. This is the strongest one overall, not just against the warriors. You can hit it one-sidedly while it is stopped, whatever that means. So this one basically just freezes the enemy and all their pals and all their pets and stuff every 25% HP that you lose, and it can only trigger a max of 3 times per battle. It kind of gives you a reset into the battle. You're gonna get a couple seconds with each freeze, so you can totally nuke the enemy, although for a little while they're gonna be taking 25% less damage during the time that they are frozen. Although, yeah, it basically just allows you to, during that time, do a lot of damage. They're not gonna be able to stun you, to knock you up, to do anything to you. They're just gonna be free for you to do damage to them, right? So overall, this is the greatest one, although warriors, of course, can still counter you. That's why the scissors are better against them. Now, the best mount they talk about is the Moonlit Bay, which is going to be allowing you to get a couple seconds of, well, free time whenever you're actually dead, right? Those few couple seconds, what it does say is that there aren't really many mounts that can make up for that 3-second difference, meaning that, well, it is actually 2 seconds, although I don't know why it does say 3 seconds. It might be 3 seconds over at Japan, but you are going to be basically immune to death as well as recover some HP, so you can even get yourself back into battle a little bit, but that amount of time, it's going to be just allowing you to close the gap between you and your opponent, so it might just come down to, well, that little amount of time that you got for free over there where you cannot die. I think you can still actually be stunned or knocked up or all that good stuff, but it's going to be allowing you to, by perchance, actually finish your enemy before they do finish you. Now, the next mount they talk about is one we do not have in the global servers, so obviously we cannot get it, but they do say that it's the strongest mount that burns everything with firepower. The beam is activated after the shield is released, will fly over you from above, even if you reflect lightning with the unicorn, so even if you have like some sort of counter, can you hit the opponent with super damage that is almost impossible to counter. So what does it actually do? After the start of the battle, the character is sealed. During the seal, damage reduction is 40% and defense is 150%. I guess they are just like increased. Unable to act during that time, doing literally anything. 6 seconds after the battle start or your HP falls below 60% for the first time, the seal is released. Additional damage reduction and defense effect during the seal are lost and the character now can actually attack. Now you deal skill damage based, well, actually just a lot of skill damage, combo damage, counter damage, and percent of the character's maximum movement speed to the targets within range to do a big burst of damage, and also increase your own damage reduction, attack, and interruption time by minus 20%. So I'm not sure if this is like CC, like you're gonna be reducing the amount of time that you're able to be knocked up and like stun, all of that stuff by 20%. You're also gonna be increasing your own skill crit damage, which it's not a usual effect of mounts. And that is just a lot of better flat stats, a big increase on those flat stats, as well as a big burst. But there is a big chance that you're also going to be starting the battle by 60%, right? So it's really all about, are you able to really just get a big load of damage from this big explosion? Also, you're going to be taking away 8% of your enemy's max HP. And then all these buffs are going to be applied to you, right? So you do start a battle with a big boost and bonus, right, on your stats, but you are probably going to be nuked down for a little while since it's 6 seconds that you're going to be taking just being AFK, right? So it's a big trade-off, but since we do not have it on the global servers, we don't really care too much about it. Now on to the back attachments. The same one that we already talked about in the PvE section is also here. We do have the white version as well, so let's check it out. Now the white ones, they do say a stable choice with a short engagement time and easy to activate by bow. It has the most stats if you want in a bow, right? So let's go ahead and check it out, right? What it does say. At the start of battle, you're going to be having your attack increased by 8%, and when your HP drops below 50%, you're going to be getting an additional 8%. 20% defense, 20% attack speed, 20% energy recovery for 20 seconds, as well as stamina multiplication by 10%, right? So it's like the passive effect you always get. Now, that attack being increased as well as the attack speed is straight up just perfect for archers. That's why it does say that it's a very safe option. Now, checking out the other version, the black ones, now what it does say is just having the attack speed boost is strong, like we do have on the other one, but also it's gonna also give you 20% increased crit hit rate and final crit hit damage boost, making the best back attachment there is for archers, basically. So let's check it out real quick. It does do the same. You're gonna be getting your attack speed increased by 1%, stacking up to 30 times each time you attack. So you're gonna be getting 30% attack speed increase just by having it equipped. And when you reach the maximum stacks, you also get 20% crit rate as well as final crit hit damage by 20%. So yeah, it's just straight up insane. You get the best you can possibly get for archers. Now, you do not get the attack boost or the defense boost, but you are gonna be straight up getting just maximum damage out of this back attachment. If you had any of those, you're probably very happy right now, and if you didn't, well, you can still check out the tier list we talked about, and you can check out whether or not you have any of those artifacts, mounts, or back attachments, and well, think about whether or not you might want to be doing any changes, as well as for sure give me your opinions down below whether or not that list is accurate. Now, before we go, there's also going to be an event which is currently running on the official Discord, which is going to be a link down in the description, and you're going to be able to earn yourself some free rewards if you just go ahead in here and submit a picture of your pal, right? So it's going to be pretty simple. Just put together some costumes, make it look fashion. It's all about just making it look cool. And if you are one of the lucky winners, you might be selected to actually get some good rewards, which are going to be 15 gems, which is basically $15, which you're able to then use in well, any events in Legend of Mushroom. You also get 5 advanced seeds and 10 high yield fertilizers, as well as 50 speed coupons. It's really all about the gems, right? It's like getting $15, which you then are actually able to use within any events in game. And just for participating, if you are not actually chosen, you are going to be able to be one of the lucky 20 winners who also are able to get a bunch of diamonds and some seeds, as well as fertilizer and some speed coupons, right? So just by posting the picture, you can also get yourself some free stuff. But the most important thing, of course, would be to make your character look cool, and then you might be one of the 5 lucky winners. Now, the people who are going to be choosing the lucky winners of the main event, the 15 gems, those are going to be the moderation team, I'm assuming here. The team's operation, the Legend of Mushrooms official operation team. Not sure if that's going to be the mods within Discord or the actual developers or who exactly, but whatever, it's just a matter of having a little bit of fun. It doesn't take you much. It's just like you just need to be copying whatever the example is over here, putting in your details of your account ID, the server you're playing on, the original server for the transfer merges, as well as, well, just your outfit, right? If you want to be making a little bit of a theme over here, you can also give it a name like this one, Shark Nom Nom, right? It's like pretty cool, right? So that's all it takes. If you want to be participating in this event, it's going to be running until the 22nd of this month, so you still got time to do so. And that's all there is to it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, let me know what you think about all those rankings down below in the comment section. Also, let me know if you want to be looking at any other tier list for PvP in particular, for any other classes. We've got them all on the Japanese Wiki. Even though this might not be like the best advice, it's just a little bit of a discussion to have with the community, whether or not you think these advices or these rankings are accurate, right? Then that's gonna be it, basically. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. See you.